Shabbat Shalom, good Erev Shabbos to you all. Can't believe you're ready in time. 3 o'clock, the pressure to be ready. Thank you, Dowie, for playing on the piano. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I was looking at the comments last week. It's quite incredible that Shabbos brings together people and Jews from all over the world. We had people watching from Norway, from California, from Toronto, New York, Melbourne, Cape Town, Greece, Switzerland. It's quite incredible, and I'm so touched that you choose our Kabbalat Shabbat to tune into, to give you inspiration, joy, and warmth for Shabbos and for the week ahead. So, this is an early Shabbos. Shabbos comes in at 3:48. You cannot light candles in London later than that time. If you're watching from America, you've got plenty of time. So let's begin with that beautiful song, Yedid Nefesh, the song that talks about the rejuvenation of the soul and the spirit for Shabbos. Yedid Nefesh, Avorachamon, Meshoy Chavedecha, Eretz Oynecha, Hashem for refuahs, for healings. We know that Shabbat is a healer, a physical healer and a spiritual healer. Thinking this week now about Latif Blas, who has arrived home after being in hospital for a number of weeks after having a terrible fall and a very, very serious neck injury. Latif, we are delighted that you're back home with the family. I hope you're enjoying the Kabbalat Shabbat. Also to Natalie, I hope your knee gets better, and to all those needing a refuah shalema. Our thoughts are with you for a refuah shalema and a comfortable Shabbos. Vasik by my mother that I fidget with my tallis much too much. I'm sorry, it's just a nervous reaction, but I'll try to keep it still. Talking about being unwell, I have to make an admission to you, my friends. Last week for the Kabbalat Shabbat, I was feeling so unwell. I had a splitting migraine, I had dehydration, and I was feeling so unwell. If you look back at last week's, you'll see I wasn't the same. This week, full of energy. I've just had 2 pieces of cake and a coffee with tons of sugar, so I'm pumped. You're going to see lots of moves today. You're going to see lots of energy. Hold on. Here's a new tune for Higoneno. We did this last week. You should know it by now. Higoneno. Now, I know in many countries the shuls are open. In London, shuls are closed. Certainly ours is. And I know you're missing shul, as I am. So, we're going to play Name That Tune. Dobby is going to play a few bars on the piano. It is taken from somewhere from the Shabbat services. See if you know, you'll hear the answer at the end. Come on, Moshe. Fantastic. Can you give it to us one more time? Wonderful. Okay, it sounds extremely familiar. Some of you are asking, why is this broadcast called Red Soup Shabbat? You should know that, of course. You should know that. You'll hear more about that. Maybe from Rachel, you're talking about red soup? Wonderful. Not that we're having red soup tonight. Let's daven, Rabbi Said's Shabbat soon. Come on. I do. Adonai malach tadin amore. Oy zaru. Oy zaru ala tzadi. Oy olay shaylay simcha. Oy zaru ala tzadi. Oy olay shaylay simcha. Gitarayin an chumele. Yina yidishin shumele. Oh oh oh. Oy zaru ala tzadi. Oy olay shaylay. Oh 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 oh. Oy zaru. Oy olay shaylay sim. Oy zaru ala tzadi. Oy olay shaylay. Oh oh oh. Oy zaru. Ram hayam omelayay teibel beyay shveivam naveh haray simcha yachad odrim yerameinu lifnei yadayinai kima lishmay taret yishmay teivim tzedek v'yamin Adonai malach yirzu amin. Yamudanan yedaber aleihem shomeru eda yisam v'cham Ata anisam Eloseinu yisalohem v'noykeim al aliloisam Rahim emo Yadonai Eloheinu v'yishtar Let's get spinning. Just before we hear some insights into this beautiful Seder of Toldos from Rochela, once more on the piano, Name That Tune from the Shabbat morning services. If you're a regular, you should get this, and if you're not a regular, you should be a regular. And once more, I so recognize that. Wonderful, wonderful. I know that niggin from somewhere. I know that tune from somewhere. Okay, over to Rochela. Parshas Toldos. Do you have any gems for us this week? As usual.
Well, it's an amazing, amazing parsha to learn about. And Kirk Douglas, the very famous actor who died last year and actually found his Judaism relatively late in life, said that he has read thousands of scripts, but nothing compares to the Torah. And I think this week's portion, if anything, proves that point. It is such an exciting and passionate and dramatic portion. The famous story about Esav and Yaakov and about the birthright. And I wanted to show you a little bit of a different take, because classically when we learn about it we always think it wasn't fair, Jacob took it from Esav, was that a fair exchange? But I'm going to show you a different idea and how we can relate it to life today. So I've got the words exactly here because I want to get it accurate. So the pasuk says, Esav says, I'm famished, I beg you, feed me some of that red stuff. Yaakov says, in exchange, sell me your birthright. To which Esav says, behold, I am dying. So what good is this birthright anyway? And Yaakov says, Yaakov gives him bread and lentil stew, and Esav ate and drank and went on despising the birthright. Of course I could talk for so long, but I've got such a limited time. But what I want to talk about is instant gratification. Esav only wanted instant gratification. It was actually a fair deal, because Yaakov had said to him, here, have some bread. It wasn't as if he was starving, hungry. It was a fair discussion. And Esav actually was only interested in the physical side. I want that soup, and I want it now. I don't care about something spiritual and what's going to happen spiritually. And he thought, and he despised it, he thought, I've got a plate of soup, and what have you got? Some spiritual birthright. And I think this is a lesson we can really relate to ourselves. This idea of instant gratification. We want something now without thinking ahead. In Stanford University in 1972, they did a test called the marshmallow test, where they took children and they offered them one single marshmallow if they were able to control themselves and wait 15 minutes till another one came along. And then if they were able not to nibble and not to eat the one marshmallow, they would then get a second marshmallow. And then they followed on these children and the results were that the children that were able to control themselves actually were far more successful in later life. So really what this parasha is teaching us in the here and now in 2020 is that we have to think about the consequences of what we do. Esav could have been a great man, and in the end he despised the fact that he threw away his potential for greatness. And therefore, instead of not thinking about the tomorrow, think about the potential we do have and what our actions can be. And so that's the idea I want to share with you and the thought for the week.
Beautiful. Well said. Beautiful Dvar Torah. Thank you so much, Rochela. So we're ready for Lecha Dodi. Just before I sing Lecha Dodi, Rochela, did you know that amongst the Mazel Tovs this week, the biggest Mazel Tov, or one of the biggest Mazel Tovs, did you know the Queen and Prince Philip celebrated 73 years marriage? I've never heard of that in my life.
Please God by us.
Please God by us. I worked it out, Rochela. I did a calculation that we have to be quite old to be celebrating our 73rd wedding anniversary. Mazel Tov, Your Majesty. Mazel Tov, Prince Philip. Prince Philip, did you know Prince Philip's surname? Mountbatten. That's his surname. What's that to do with anything? Nothing, but there's a bit of useless information for you. Mazel Tov, Your Majesty and Prince Philip. On your 73rd wedding anniversary, Asach Naches. Asach Naches. Much joy from your family. Here comes Lecha Dodi. Ay, 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 Lecha Dodi. Telalai likras kala. Ay, 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 Pernei Shabbat. Telalai lekabela. Ay, 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 Lecha Dodi. Telalai likras kala. Ay, 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 Pernei Shabbat. Ay, 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 lekabela. Shamoy bezochoy be'ur echad. Ishmiyanu elam yechad. Adonai echad u'shamoy echad. L'shemu l'siferet ve'l'silah. Ay, 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 lecha dodi. Telalai likras kala. Ay, 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 Pernei Shabbat. Ay, 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 lekabela. Likras Shabbos be'chu v'necha. Kim mekawavoy haberacha. B'hinoi nikeder chucha. Zoy na'aseh ma'shavat techila. Telalai lecha dodi. Ay, 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 likras kala. Ay, 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 Pernei Shabbat. Telalai lekabela. Miyiktash melech nirmel u'cha. Kumitzei mitecha hafecha yigeshva. Rav loch shevet v'yevek avacha. V'chu yach mo'el ba'ayef. Oh, oh. Telalai lecha dodi. Oh, ay, 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 likras kala. Pernei Shabbat. Ay, 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 oh, 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 oh. Telalai lecha dodi. Ay, 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 likras kala. Ay, 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 Pernei Shabbat. He is not me for Kofi. Lifshi me gay Patzechami. Aliyam ben Yishai ben Yisalach me. Gorgo and Nahshi. Ay, 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 lecha. Oh, oh, oh. Ay, 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 likras kala. Telalai Pernei Shabbat. Ay, 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 lekabela. Telalai lecha dodi. Ay, 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 likras kala. Ay, 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 Pernei Shabbat. Ay, 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 lecha. Yes, I read. Yes, I read. Imba rechu mi ayri. Ori, ori, shida. Kemay dadai na yodai nigla. Telalai lecha dodi. Ay, 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 likras kala. Ay, 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 Pernei Shabbat. Ay, 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 lekabela. Come on, shake on. Telalai, ay, ay, oh, oh. Telalai, ay, 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 ay. traditional to change tunes and I say bye she. Catching my breath. By the way, great to be with you again. There's only one more Shabbat of this and then we're out of lockdown and back to shul. I'll see you all in shul, everyone. Let's hope, let's hope. Eloi say bye she. Eloi say the reason why we turn around for Boy V'Shalom is because we turn around to greet the Shabbos bride. P'nei Shabbos nekablo l'chodoi v'likras kala. I'm not sure if we've been lucky enough. Did Ricky agree to come onto the broadcast this week? Did she agree to say hello? Is she outside? Did she agree to say hello? Maybe, I don't know. We'll see at the end. You might get to meet Dovi's colour. That's exciting. Okay, just before we end, we've got loads of Mazel Tovs, Baruch Hashem. Jacob Kagan, it's your bar mitzvah this week. Mazel Tov. I know you learnt the laning amazingly, and I've heard all of it, and we had a wonderful celebration. Mazel Tov again to Leanne and to Harley, and to your grandparents who I know are watching from South Africa and from Toronto, to Myra, to Carol, and to Philip. Mazel Tov to you all. And I know, Jacob, I'm so proud of you that you're continuing your learning how to daven and what the meaning, the translation of the various tefillahs are. Well done, Jacob. Also, Natalie and Jan Marciano had twins. What do you think of that? Untoldos having twins. Brilliant, I say, amazing. And Mazel Tov Sybil Ben, who's had twin great-grandsons. That is exciting news, Sybil. We're happy for you. Have lots and lots of nachas from these new great-grand twins and all your family. Yasmin and Stuart Saunders have had a grandson. Mazel tov, much nachas, and I'm so thrilled to announce all these mazel tovs, Rachel. Each one amazing. Leslie Malnick has had a granddaughter. This is a baby for Amy and Edward called Jemima May. Jemima May, Mazel Tov Leslie, May with an E, of course. Mazel Tov to you all. Have nachas and joy from her. Joanne Cantor has had a grandson, and Michael Fishman has had a great-grandson. That's exciting. Beautiful news. And Ivan Salter has also had a great-grandson. Mazel Tov to you, Ivan. Zach Baker, you celebrated your birthday this week. You were 17 years old. You can now learn how to drive. I saw your birthday cake. It was amazing. Send me a piece. I could do with a sugar hit right now. Mazel Tov, Zach. I remember your bar mitzvah well. Now, unfortunately, the cycle of life goes that whilst there are Mazel Tovs, there are also people who have lost loved ones this week. And this week has been a difficult week for members of our community and beyond. So I want to begin, first of all, by sending our deepest condolences and wishes of love and warmth to Michelle Ombalo, who, Michelle, you lost both your parents this week. That is just so difficult. Really, really hard. I know how close you were to them. I know how close they were to each other. And really, on behalf of all of us here and the wider community, with the Shiva being restricted, everyone joins me in sending you so much love, Michelle, and so much strength and support at this time. We lost a member of ours just yesterday who was 100 years old, and Herta Stiefel passed away. And it pains me that she passed away at such a difficult time, and sending our condolences, of course, to Barry, to the grandchildren, and to all the family. We will miss the queen of our community, what she was in many ways. To Ivan and to Jason, Ezekiel, who lost their mother this week, we're sending you much strength. She was a neighbor of mine for many years as a child. I remember both your parents very, very well, and our heart goes out to you at this difficult time. And may their memories be a blessing to you. And also to Alan Jacobs, who lost his stepfather this week. We wish you all Hamokam Yenachim Eschem B'Soch Shara V'Nei Tzion Yerushalayim. May the Almighty comfort you amongst those mourning for Zion and Jerusalem, wishing you long and healthy life. Here is the answer to the riddle. What is that tune? Someone is at the door. Yeah. We're just going to name this tune, and then we're going to go and He's gone. He's gone.
Okay.
I think the bride is here. Come on, meet the bride, everyone. Wow. Ricky's here. Mazel tov.
Hello,
Mazel tov.
everyone.
Mazel.
Nice to meet you all. Finally.
Mazel
So
tov, Ricky.
exciting.
Been watching the broadcasts?
Yes.
Dobby's talk for her. Come on, Dobby.
Thank you for all your comments, your Mazel Tov comments. We've been enjoying them.
And the Ricky, the community, look forward to meeting you in person
Excited to meet
soon.
you all soon.
Got to get you to Norris Lee.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Looking forward.
Thank you so much for coming and coming on the broadcast. That is so brave of
Have
you.
a lovely Shabbat.
Thank you so much, Ricky. See you soon. Have a lovely Shabbos. Bye.
Dobby, you've got to come on now.
Well, that was exciting. You finally met her. Wow. Okay, here is the answer. Is it nearly Shabbos? It's nearly Shabbos. Where's Dobby? We need your help, Dobby. Dobby, we need your help with the Name That Tune. Here is the answer to Name That Tune. Come close. So you've been missing in Shul at the end of the repetition of the Amidah, when the Chazan does Kaddish, and he goes Yizkana Yizkana Shemei Rabbah, and at the end of the Kaddish we sing this. Oseh Shalom Imeromah. Let's hear it now. So that's easy once you know. Okay, this is us signing off. It's nearly time for Shabbos. Nearly time for Shabbos. Good Shabbos from Rochle. Good Shabbos from Dobby. Good Shabbos from Ricky. Good Shabbos from Moishi, our videographer. Looking forward to seeing you. Last week will be the last one of lockdown number 2, and hopefully the last. See you soon, everyone. Good Shabbos.